right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is going to be a really exciting beginning of 7 weeks, and we're delighted to have you with us this morning. I know that people will be wandering in as we go, but we got a lot to do, so we want to get started right away. So we're starting this off a little bit differently this morning, and so what we're going to do is going to have you all stand and sing the opening song, and then after the opening song, or actually, there'll be a pause in the opening song where Karen's going to go to instrumental, and that's your cue to wander around and say good morning to people. All right? So you can get up, wander around, say good morning to people, and then the music will tell you, or we will, when to come back and sing the rest of it and sit down and deal with your phone and all that. So stand up, and here we go.
Okay, so we've done this once before. You'll get it. It simply goes like this. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. That's it. Sing it again. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Do it again. Do it again. You are welcome. You can look around and tell someone. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. To our online people, I say, you are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome. All right, now here's the verse. Pretty easy. Our arms are wide open. There's room for everyone. There's room for everyone. Wherever you're going, wherever you're from, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 You are welcome. All right, go tell someone that they're welcome here. Just say hello to each other. Let's do it now. Oh, another verse. Okay, let's do that then. Whatever you've been through, you found us somehow. Wherever you are on your journey now, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 You are welcome. Right now, I think this is a good time. Welcome.
Oh. Okay, go greet each other. Do it now. Go and greet each other. Yes, hello. I forgot what we're doing.
Tell someone they're welcome here today.
We could have done it between verses. That would have been the idea. Yes, next time.
Next time.
Woo!
It's all reversed.
Then we'll go to the second verse when we come back. Okay?
I already did. I'll go. It's ours. I'll do something.
Okay, I just want to make sure they can see what we're doing, Karen.
We'll just stay right there.
Okay.
Tell someone they're welcome.
All right, come on back. Come on back.
All right, come back and let's say, we are welcome.
We are welcome here. We are welcome here.
Put your hands up and say,
we are welcome here.
Look around and just do this.
We are welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome.
Now put your hands over your heart and say, I
am welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome here.
Give that to yourself and say,
I am welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome.
All right, one more time. I am welcome.
I am welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome here.
Yes, you are. We all are.
Okay, please be seated. Go ahead and silence your cell phone and get ready for our opening meditation music and opening prayer, which are going to be done this morning by Suzanne duBois.
So a brand new chant for you this morning, written with my wonderful songwriting partner, Gary Lynn Floyd. Every step is holy. Every step is holy every breath is life. Every moment precious when held up to the light. Every heart connected, each the face of God, and grace has shown me that every step is holy.
I'm just waiting for her, but you can take it next.
So I'll sing it one more time. Every step is holy, and every breath is life. Every moment precious
We'll just trust, and I'll turn it on.
when held up to the light. Every heart connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown me that every step is holy.
Wait, Suzanne. You do need to turn it on.
Thank you.
There we go.
Testing. And as every step is holy, please now let's step into that place, feeling your chair and the earth supporting you and the heavens coming down and surrounding you. Know that there is only one, that one that embraces all of us with love, wisdom, joy, as it is all that is. Every living thing, everything that exists anywhere that you can imagine at any time is part of the one Spirit, infinite and loving. As you experience the world around you, remember that everything is one. The microbes in the earth, the flight of the peregrine falcon, the fantasies of a unicorn, the crash of the waves on the beach, all of it is one. As all of us here today, all of us listening, all of us in the world. And I am one with the Spirit. I am a unique, individualized expression manifesting right here, right now, and speaking my word for all of us. I claim an opening where we have released any past experiences, beliefs, or thoughts that don't support our good. And in this clear field, we step into an opening where we expand our consciousness and allow for perfection and a perfect message to come through to us today.
Pick up the other one. Go ahead. Let me have that, Suzanne. Thank you.
And so, as we know all these things are part of God, so are we. And as we move through today, through the service today, we come and receive whatever it is we came here to get, as all is perfection. Whether it's through the music, through a prayer, through a song, or through the words of Reverend Mary. We all find something here for us today to take home and expand our consciousness. And I am so grateful for this. My deep gratitude swells my heart and fills me with joy as I release my word and direct my word into the law of mind, knowing it is manifest. And so I release this prayer and say, and so it is, namaste.
And so it is.
Every heart connected, each the face of God.
Take your name tag off and give me this.
And grace has
Let's take your name
shown
tag
me
off. Yeah.
that every step is holy.
And wait. This is a really special day today. We are officially welcoming Suzanne duBois and Rachel DePaula as our two newest members of the Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living Sacred Circle of Licensed Practitioners. Now, yes, the families are here, in case you couldn't tell. So becoming a practitioner, I want you to know, it's really a labor of love. It takes about 4 years of classes in all, and 2 of those years at the end are the actual practitioner training. This preparation takes dedication and courage and persistence. Once a practitioner is licensed, they must renew their license every 2 years and show their earned credits for their service and what they've done to advance their education as practitioners. Today, we're welcoming 2 practitioners who are newly licensed and have proven themselves completely worthy of the title of licensed practitioner. So please, Suzanne duBois and Rachel DePaula, would you come forward now?
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me.
You just hold it, yeah. Yeah.
You
Just
both
be careful
are
not
the
to tap
face
the
of
bottom.
God.
Yeah. All right. So, take a breath. Suzanne and Rachel, in presenting yourself to the congregation this morning as newly licensed practitioners, do you promise to honor each person's sacred identity and wholeness when they come to you for prayer? No, don't push it. Just talk. Just talk. Just talk into it.
Yes.
I can't hear them. Let me see that thing. We do. There we go. Okay. Sing out, Louise. Okay. And are you ready? Are you ready to... They tell me Mercury retrograde starts tomorrow. Who would know? Okay. Are you ready to commit yourselves in service to GGCSL and to its sacred circle of practitioners?
Yes.
Yes.
We got it now.
Rachel and Suzanne, you were anointed and accepted into that sacred circle of practitioners in your private induction with them last Sunday. Today, we, as a spiritual community and family, choose to welcome you as leaders and practitioners at Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living. So, these stoles are worn by all of our practitioners. I'm trying to see which way this goes. I think it's this way. To identify them as having the education, the experience, and the know-how to listen and understand what to pray for when they sit with you. And so when we see anybody in this stole, we know that this is someone that we can trust with our confidences, with our vulnerability, with our heart. So these two are now officially part of our sacred circle of practitioners, and I have a gift for each of you. Now, these glass hearts represent the heart of every person in this congregation who comes to one of them for prayer. One of them is clear, to remind you to be clear in your listening, in your thoughts, in your heart, and in your prayers. And the other is colorful and patterned, to remind you that everyone who comes to you is uniquely faceted and filled with their own unique and perfect patterns. And these hearts are to go with you to remind you of your sacred oath as a practitioner, to listen from your hearts and treat from your hearts always. And lastly, I always said when I became a minister that I wish they'd given me a magic wand that I could wave at the appropriate time and change things. Well, I led the Woman Spirit retreats for enough time that I wound up with fairy dust. And so we have to actually anoint them somehow this morning, and so they're going to be anointed with fairy dust. So you will go to celebrate with your families covered with sparkles. Let's officially welcome them from our hearts. Woo! I always think that I'm so professional, I'll be just fine. And then, of course, I become a fine puddle. So you will notice that as you arrived this morning, you got this little booklet that says, "A Star is Born," yes? Yes. Each week for the next 7 weeks, you're going to receive the next installment, another little booklet that is a production planner for that week. We are now beginning officially our 8 weeks of the pledge program for 2022. Those of you who are online, you'll still be available to pledge if you choose to, and that will happen week 7. We'll get on down the line. But each week, you're going to receive a production planner that is focused around the theme for that Sunday, and today's is Write Your Script. So you'll see when you turn, there's a place for your name on the front. When you turn to the center, you'll see a page that says Production Notes on the left and Production Planner on the right. And the Production Planner side will give you a description of what your assignments are for this week. And each day, you'll have a particular focus, and you will add a statement about what it looks like in your life right now, and a statement about the rewrite, or what you would prefer it to look like in the area of finances, health, relationships, career, and body, emotions, spiritual life. And then for each day it says, don't forget the rehearsal. If you look inside the very back page, you'll see the affirmation for today, which is, or for this week, which is, I write the words in the script of my life, and from my word, all else is created. So that's the affirmation to practice every day this week. And you've received a pen also. So each week when you get your little booklet, you'll also receive some kind of a goodie that relates to the theme for that day. Today, you get a GGCSL pen because this week you're going to be writing your script or rewriting your script. All right? And so we'll all get to play with that as we go. But, of course, you know, that's not all. So we have a theme song. Just like we had a theme song last year, we have a theme song for A Star is Born, which we're going to sing every week in its entirety. Now, this theme song is one of Karen's. It's called Amazingly Awesome. And it starts off as a gospel song, like we are in church. But very quickly, it turns into a jazz club. So I want you to stand up and start with the appropriately reverent beginning, right, in your energy. And when the music changes, you can dance around, and you're going to learn the song as we go. So just leap right in, okay? So here we go.
All right. We're going to do church now. So here's the chorus. It's really easy. It just goes like this. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Praise God. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. You got it? That's the chorus. All right, take a deep breath. Here we go. All right, wait a second. Here comes. Here comes. Okay, let's sing it again. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me. I love it, dancers. These are the Karen Drucker dancers right here, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. All right, here's the verse now. I'll sing my little mantra. I'm gonna get it in my head. Today is a party, on out of bed. I start my day in this way, knowing everything is okay. I look for the good in everything, makes me want to sing. Oh, here we go. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Yeah. Now it's not out in the future, it's right before my eyes. The beauty, joy, and wonder, it's time I realize that every moment is a gift. All it takes is the slightest shift to see the good in everything. Makes me want to sing. Oh, come on now, sing it out. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome. All right, you can't have a Karen Drucker song without a kazoo solo. All right, here's your part now. I say, how can I be open to it? You say, gratitude, gratitude. But what if I'm not really feeling it? Gratitude, gratitude. I believe in the power of what I say will be. I finally learned the lesson that gratitude is the key. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, all right, here's a new part. All right, shake a little bit. Move your little buns a little bit. And you're going to say this. You're going to affirm this all week long. You're going to say, amazing, amazing. It's all amazing. Amazing, amazing. It's all amazing. Let me hear ya. Amazing, amazing. It's all amazing. Amazing, amazing. It's all right, let's sing the chorus again. Amazingly awesome. It's gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome. It's gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome. It's gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Do you believe it? Amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Turn to someone and say, something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Amazing, amazing. Something amazingly awesome. Amazing. Amazing. Good job.
Well done, everyone. And you see, this is exactly. Hello. I'm not showing up. Hello. No. Hello. Well. Hello. No. Hello. I'm not getting anything anywhere. Hello. Nothing's happening. Hello. Oh, anyhow. I've tried them all. I've tried this. Oh, here we go. This one's. Hey, we got a live one. All right. One is working. I don't know where the rest of them are. It's just one of those days. But it's good in every way because something amazingly awesome is going to happen for us today. And this is why we sing it over and over again, because it's the way we use an affirmation. Repetition. It plants it in the subconscious. So something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today is the affirmation we're going to be using for the next 7 weeks in the song. But that isn't all either, because we have a little play. Now, each week for the next 7 weeks, we're going to have a scene from this play. And each week, one more actor will be added to the process. So, cast, would you come up here, please? This little play was written by Jennifer Mann, who is a practitioner up at the Santa Rosa Church. It was written a very long time ago. And our people are game to be the performers for this. So they're not expected to memorize their lines, just to be here and do it for you. And so we have our group. This morning I can stop vamping. Is their microphone working now? All right. So without further ado, here is the A Star is Born cast. Act 1, Scene 1. Microphone.
I probably won't get picked for this part. All I've ever wanted was to be on stage, to be a star, to get approval, to be appreciated, to be admired. I wish a good role would come my way. Nothing good ever comes my way.
Why don't you create your own role?
Yes, have a little confidence in yourself.
If I did, I would know just the part I would want. Wait a minute. Where did that come from? Who said that?
We did.
How did you know what I was thinking?
Never mind that. Just keep talking.
Yes, tell us about the part you see yourself in.
Well, it would be a lead role, of course. A hero's part with lots of lines, deep, wonderful action, and a wonderful ending where everything ends up just perfectly.
Sounds great.
What keeps you from landing that super great role?
Well, I suppose I'm not good enough. Actually, I've never noticed. Actually, I'm not good enough for any of the plum roles. Well, at least that's what 3 of the last directors said to me.
And do you believe them?
Well, sometimes I think I'm quite good. But then the critics write about me and then I begin to doubt it.
Why listen to those voices when you've got us?
Yes, listen to us for a minute.
Do you think you can give me a pep talk? Lift me up a bit?
Okay, sure. You sound accepting and ready to listen.
Sure, we have lots of ideas. How about you jot down a few notes about your perfect role? Write your own script, so to speak. No holds barred, the plummiest. Put it all out there and add a little more on top of that. Be outrageous.
Yes, see yourself in that starring role. Put your name on the marquee. Dress in all the costumes.
Costumes? Yeah, I see that. I'm on stage. I'm on the silver screen. They begin to applaud. Wait, am I getting out of control here?
No, let yourself be completely creative.
Okay, I can do that. I really do know the part that I want, the story, the happy ending, all of it. Is that all I do is picture it and it's mine?
Well, that's the beginning, being open, knowing what you want, writing it out, picturing yourself having it and experiencing it, and then being it.
But there is more.
Yeah. I knew it, it's too hard.
Only if you say it is.
No, the next step is the key to launching the whole thing. After you've written your script, you must make a commitment to follow through and follow up with it. Live it, move into it, become it, involve yourself, allow it to happen.
You mean stop fretting and get into action?
Yes, treat and move your feet, I heard someone say.
Oh,
So repeat the lines back to me. Let's rehearse now.
Okay. Okay, I've got it. I'll be open and expectant, know what I want, and then write it, picture having it. Give up doubting and get out there and go for it. And promise myself I won't give up. Keep my commitment to me.
And promise us too. We'll be here for you if you need us.
Wait, what happened to, how did that happen? Hang on, that's not.
No, I'm here.
Later.
Then I come back.
That later doesn't happen yet.
Okay, you didn't see that.
Wait a minute, let me see. Why did you leave? I don't understand. Why did you leave? Oh, no, you're right. That's what I'm hearing.
Once you direct, you have to let your actors know.
Let's
Stay
go.
out.
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
Now you're back.
Okay, I've been so good. I wrote the perfect script. It's my life. I play the lead, of course. Everything should be perfect. I really committed myself to the project.
So what are you saying?
Let's hear all about it.
Well, I got it all written down. And anyway, I was afraid no one was going to want to see my life acted out on a stage. You know.
Are you complaining about my writing?
Well,
Take the mic. You make sure you've got the mic when you're talking.
well, sort of. I mean, it's my life. I relate to it all, but I can't really tell if somebody would pay to see it.
I understand. Sounds like someone needs an attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
Remember, remain open.
Yes, expectancy invites action.
Okay.
If you can change your mind, we can change your life.
All right. You rewrite it.
I'll be here for you, and we'll work like a machine, as a team, with one mind.
Oh. I can't do it alone.
I'll be here for you.
Okay.
Your words are my words.
You retell it to yourself, and the writer will rescript it. Your life's experiences come out of your beliefs about yourself.
Oh. Oh.
Change your beliefs, change your script, change your life.
Together, we can rewrite the future. And I'm ready for your thoughts.
Oh. Oh. Well, thanks for being here for me. I'm ready to work now. I'm feeling that sense of commitment rising in me again. Is this for me?
That's for you.
Oh,
Wear it in good health.
thank you.
And good mind thinking.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll go out and exit. Okay.
So Act 1, Scene 1. Oh. This one or the other one? This won't work. So Act 1, Scene 1. The actor discovers the inner writer. And they're going to go off and work on the script, just as you are this week going to go off and work on yours. So here we are with our morning. And I told people this morning that my talk was basically going to be 2 quotes, a story, and probably that was it. So, because it's going to be kind of short today, given all that's going on. And so I want to talk a little bit about what we write when we write our script. Here's a little story. A young preacher had been invited to speak at his first conference and was seated next to a seasoned veteran. The elder preacher noticed how nervous the young man was before his turn behind the pulpit, and he said to the young man, "Don't worry, my friend. God will provide." Well, the young man responded, "Sir, you don't understand. I've never preached at a conference before." And the old preacher nodded and replied, "God will provide." And the younger man went on, "I was so nervous, I forgot my Bible and my sermon notes at home. I can't remember anything." The older fellow said, "Here, take my Bible, son, and remember, God will provide." The young preacher stood up behind the pulpit and preached the most wonderful sermon he had ever given, with inspirational illustrations and practical applications for all the Bible verses he used. And then he stepped down and handed the Bible back to the older preacher. "Young man," the veteran said, "you just used my sermon notes for tonight's talk." The relieved young preacher smiled and responded, "God will provide." So I want to talk about memory a little bit, because when we begin to live our lives, we begin to accumulate experiences and memories, and we often tell those stories in our lives over and over again. We tell them to our family, we tell them to our friends, we tell them to people that we've just met. So the story of our lives, we're often used to hearing repeated over and over again in such a way that we think that we remember everything exactly as it happened. But that is not how memory works. So the story that we tell about our parents and our kids and our career and our relationships, the tragedies, the achievements, our health, all that stuff, we get those stories kind of burned in. But the truth about memory is that it changes over time as we have other experiences. We may not be aware that the substance of the memory is changing, and yet it is. Professor Elizabeth Loftus, who used to be at the University of Washington many years ago, began doing studies about eyewitnesses. And what she discovered was that with the way that a question is asked, or the way that information about an event is put out to witnesses, influences what they actually describe as what they remember. And that can change. And what they discovered was that when they couched information about a particular staged mugging that a bunch of people witnessed, they took these witnesses in and they showed them pictures. And what had happened was, and it was all staged, of course, the apparent mugger was intercepted or chased after by one particular guy in the crowd who was dressed in a way that was very memorable. And when the witnesses began to look to see who they could identify as related as the perpetrator, they identified that guy because he was so memorable in what he did and what he wore and the way they asked the questions about him. He got identified as the perpetrator, not the actual guy who was kind of looking nondescript. You with me here? So what she began to discover was that memory is very malleable. So the question is, what's true? Is it true what we think our memory is? Are we actually remembering accurately? Because memory is actually always changing, it's easily influenced, and it is not a permanent, accurate record. It's like our idea of time. You know, we think that time is consistent and unchanging and absolutely doesn't slow down, but you know, Einstein's theory of special relativity from the early 1900s says that relative to an observer, the faster someone is going, the more time slows down for them relative to the observer. The same is true if somebody is in some place that has very high gravity. It slows time down for them relative to somebody else. So time is not passing in the same way for those two individuals, which blows my mind because time seems to me very consistent. Not true. Even altitude changes the process of time just slightly because as you get further away from the Earth, the gravity shifts, right? So very tiny increments are already different, even right here. Memory is kind of like that. So I like to say loyalty to your old stories is not required. Now it's time to start to pick and choose which stories you really want to focus on. Which stories are the story of your life that you want to keep? Which stories need a little attitude adjustment? They maybe need a different interpretation. So how do you want the story to go going forward is the most important part of it. Like, where do you want the story ultimately to land? Come on. Show me what I want. There we go. Maxwell Maltz, who was actually a plastic surgeon, said in his book, Psycho-Cybernetics, if you were engineered for success and happiness, then the old picture of yourself as unworthy of happiness, of a person who was meant to fail, must be an error. So, back up and think about, have you overemphasized in your life the times that things didn't go well, or that you didn't do well? Have you underemphasized the times that you have achieved things, or that have been successful? Maybe because they're easy for you. They went by the wayside. It's a cliche that actors always get hung up on the bad reviews, right? They don't give the same weight to the good ones. Eckhart Tolle said, the only thing that is ultimately real about your journey is the step that you are taking at this moment. That's all there ever is. So here we are today. Your life is not what you thought it was. It's not what you remembered it to be. And so the question is, what now? What is it that you want the story of your life to be? You get to decide. You get to choose the scenes that you want in your life, that you want to take forward from here. Tell the story anew, and most importantly, build the story in such a way that it takes you to the finale you want for your life. What's between here and there? Those are the stories to pursue. Those are the scenes to shoot. Is this making sense? In the film of your life, you want to build toward that finale. That's what you actually want your life to show up as in the long run. Thich Nhat Hanh said, today you can decide to walk in freedom. You can choose to walk differently. You can walk as a free person, enjoying every step. And Andy Warhol said, they say that time changes things, but actually you have to change them yourself. Emerson said, do the thing, and you will have the power. And in the book of Jeremiah, it says, I will put my law in their minds and inscribe it on their hearts, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. No longer will each man teach his neighbor or his brother, saying, know the Lord, because they will all know me. From the least of them to the greatest, declares the Lord. For I will forgive them their iniquities and remember their sins no more. Now, how do you think that comes about? That your iniquities are forgiven and that God remembers your sins no more? Well, guess who we're talking about here? We have to forgive our own mistakes and forget about those sins. Let them go. That's what implants it in what's unfolding, in the infinite. Finally, our founder, Ernest Holmes, said, God has no history. Truth has no history. We only have a history because we consent to it. So there may be stories you've been telling about your life or yourself or your way of being in the world that you have given permission to be your story. Maybe it's time now to withdraw that permission, to decide, and tell the story anew. Tell the story building toward the finale that you want for your life. So that's what we're beginning with our production planner this week, is we're beginning to rewrite the script, to look at those areas in our lives and say, what's true about it right now? How would I like to tweak that? And we make a statement about each one of those to take us forward, remembering to use the affirmation for the writer at the end of the little booklet every day this week. Are you ready to do that? Are you sure? Yes. Okay, that's good. That's good. So stand up with me and let's do the morning affirmation together. This is a little bit longer than the one that's in your booklet, but from now on, they'll all be the short ones. So let's say this together. This week, I let myself dream my way into a big story of life. What are the most wonderful stories I want to live and tell? This week, I try on some of these ideas and feel them within me. Yes, and the feeling is the most important part. So let's take this into our hearts right now in this moment by knowing that in the one presence, we are set free from our history at this moment. In the one presence, this moment is the moment that matters. This moment is the moment of creation, the moment of new life. We are reborn with all the choices before us. And we are empowered to see, to choose, to focus on those scenes that bring us the most joy, the most juice, the most richness, the most love, the most compassion and joy. And we welcome them. We welcome their getting our attention. We welcome them anchoring themselves in our consciousness. We welcome them as the new stories we are claiming and taking forward with us to share. We're so grateful for this opening in consciousness and for this rewrite, this divine rewrite within. So we let this take root in us now with great gratitude, and we send it out into the creative law to be manifested in our experience today. We let this go, and we simply let it be now, and together we say, and so it is. Yes, thank you. You may be seated. We have, this is our sacred offering time. I'm going to invite the ushers to please, I almost said authors, which they are too now today. Invite the ushers to come forward. If you are wanting to text donate today, we have a new text number, which is up on the screen. Just remember to put in the dollar amount, then a space, and then either general fund or pledge program. If you pledged for this year, your pledge will already be in there, so choose that. And that's all there is to it. The first time you do it, it'll ask you for your info, but after that, you're all set. So that is how that works, 415-779-7613. In the meantime, right now, we are going to together bless this offering that we're about to receive. Not only what's being given in the room right here and now, but everything that Golden Gate has received this past week. We want to bless it all with a lot of gratitude, because it's our job now to be the divine distributors of what's been given to us. And so as it comes into Golden Gate, with your blessing, we send it out into the world to shed that blessing everywhere it goes. So please join me in saying, this gift I give is God in action. I now send it forth to bless and to prosper. I know that everywhere it goes, it is creating a world living in love, one heart and one thought at a time. And so it is. Karen?
So I want you all to be able to sing this during the week whenever you spend money. The gift that I give is God in action. I now send it forth to bless and prosper. I know that everywhere it goes, it's creating a world, living in love, one heart at a time, one thought at a time. All right, can you sing that with me? The gift that I give is God in action. I now send it forth to bless and prosper. I know that everywhere it goes, it's creating a world, living in love, one heart at a time, one thought at a time. Can you do that again? One more time. The gift that I give is God in action. I now send it forth to bless and prosper. I know that everywhere it goes, it is creating a world, living in love. What? One heart at a time, one thought at a time, one thought at a time, one heart at a time, one heart at a time, one thought at a time, one thought at a time, and so it is. You can remember that affirmation.
And so, having done that, we do as a community, as a spiritual family now, collectively accept these gifts that have been given, and we consciously send them out in the world to take blessing everywhere they go. And so it is. Thank you. I know we have a number of guests here with us today. If you're here with us for the very first time this morning, if you turn around and look, you'll see Galen Cooper waving the welcome packet in the air. Those are available for you this morning. They have Science of Mind magazine, and they've got this beautiful blue welcome card. What we would like you to do is fill this card out and give it to Galen. And if you do that, we're going to give you a little gift, which is a small book that we'd like you to have and take with you. As our thank you for being with us this morning. We hope that you will come back and be with us often. It's our pleasure to have you here, and we look forward to seeing your faces, or at least the top half of them, many times in the future with us. And I want to especially thank everyone who was here this morning to go through the challenging tech process that we had today this morning, but it happened and we got it done and we loved it, and we want to thank everybody who was involved in that, and particularly our performers this morning. So let's give them all a hand. Now, we have resumed our coffee, conversation, and connection Zoom following the service. And so right after the service this morning, back there where those chairs are, we're going to set up an iPad. And people who've been watching this online will come into that Zoom room so they can talk to you. So we encourage you to come back and sit in the chairs back there, a few of you, and chat with the folks who've been participating with us online, and you can trade off with other people, but it gives them an opportunity to feel like they're a part of it right here in the room with us. So that'll be set up right after the service, and we look forward to that. Also, Karen Drucker won a 2021 New Thought Walden Award. Yeah. Now, the New Thought Walden Awards are in their 4th year, and they honor a wide variety of people from various professions who use New Thought teachings and principles in their work and their lives. This year, they honored 21, 3 people in each of 6 categories, and then 3 additional single rewards. And as usual, they are new people and well-known people. The Walden Awards were initiated by Unity, but they're now administered with a joint partnership of 8 of the country's largest New Thought organizations, including Centers for Spiritual Living. So they consider names that are submitted nominated by the public as well as their own ideas in making their final determinations. And the goal is to honor these exceptional individuals as well as inspire all of us to our divine potential in making the world a better place for us all. And one of the things I found out about Karen, I don't know if you can read this or not, I found out about Karen that I did not know reading this, is that she taught herself to play the piano on Carole King's piano when she was 15 and babysitting for Carole King, and for some reason, for a while, Carole King's piano wound up at her house, and she taught herself to play the piano. Is that amazing? I never knew that. So we want to congratulate our star, Karen Drucker. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I want to invite the ushers to all stand and surround the room and bring me the prayer box. If you have a prayer request at any time on a Sunday, please come over to the table and put your prayer request into the prayer box. There are forms right there at the table for you to fill out. I always tell people the minute you let it goes into the consciousness of prayer. The minute you put it in the box, and our practitioners will pray over it for a full week after they receive the request. But also, those who are at the table each week are here to serve you following the service. They're available to pray with you, and all you have to do is present yourself at the table, and one of the practitioners who's here, or if the table's empty, they'll be back shortly. They'll take you to the private prayer space downstairs, and you will receive your prayer for today, so never leave with a heavy heart. And having said that, we're going to enter into prayer together right now. So I invite you to put your hand over your heart. And if you're comfortable doing so, close your eyes and join me in consciousness in knowing that this day is amazingly awesome, that we are filled, surrounded, enfolded by the mystery, the infinite, the great spirit, the infinite intelligence and love, whatever you want to call it, of the universe. It is around and in everything and everyone. So it's fully here present in this room in each one of us right now. It's in every word we speak, every word we sing, every conversation we have. It's even in the coffee we drink. And we are grateful to receive spirit and enact spirit as us in that way. So this week, as we go forward to plan our scene rewrites, I know that all of that is guided and directed by the highest part of ourselves, the wise one, and that infinite presence that is manifesting through us, as us. I'm grateful to know that this is taking place for us in the best possible ways this week. And I send this prayer off into the creative law, letting it go completely to be manifested for us now. I let this go in love and gratitude and simply let it be. And together we say, and so it is. Yes. Please stand now and join me for the benediction and the closing song. As we say this now together, I now walk. Hello? I now walk so that whoever walks beside me dwells in the presence of God, and whoever places a hand in mine is lifted, and whoever thinks of me is illumined with God consciousness, for spirit and all people and I are one eternally, and so it is. You know this song.
All right, we have a new song to end. It goes like this. I am a light.
And I shine, I shine, I shine.